Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in into my channel again. Today I want to talk a bit about working overseas. If you are among those people who are really keen to have the experience of working in different countries, then in this video I want to share with you one of the easiest ways to make that happen. There are a lot of possible routes that you can take, but one of the most easiest one is to actually transfer internationally within the company that you are currently or you are going to work for. And in this video, I want to share with you 6 steps to make that happen. Number 1, start by working for the right company. Whether you are a fresh graduate looking for your first job or you're simply someone looking to work for another company and you want to have the opportunity to be able to work overseas in different countries one day, then definitely try to work for a multinational company. But make sure to do your research because even though a company has offices overseas, it does not automatically mean that they are going to be keen to send employees overseas. It usually depends on the size of the company and its operations. So go onto their website and see where the offices are located exactly overseas, and also get a feeling of the size of the operation of the company. As a general rule, the bigger the company and the more offices the company has around the world, the better your chance will be of being transferred internationally to another office. Number 2, work your way up to mid-level management first. In general, companies will choose those employees for international transfers if they have already reached a mid-management level. And if you are a fresh graduate, this would take around 3 to 5 years, but it could easily be earlier, but it could also be later, all depending on your performance. And the reason is because the company wants the person who they send overseas to already have a significant level of experience within the local office and geography, so by the time they move to the overseas office, they will be able to contribute and deliver extra value. Number 3, gather unique skills and experiences. Usually the reason why a company sends an employee overseas is because they have a certain goal in mind. For example, they want the employee to implement a certain project overseas, or they want the employee to transfer best practices or skills from the originating office to the overseas office. And they will most likely choose the person who is most experienced in that area. So it definitely helps if you are more skilled in something specific compared to your other colleagues, and this makes totally sense. Think about how heavily the company is investing into you. If you have nothing specific to contribute in the overseas office, then what is the point of sending you overseas, right? Number 4, work on projects that extend beyond your local office. And there are many reasons why this kind of experience is highly valued, and I'll try to make it short. One of the experiences and skills that cannot be underestimated is the ability to work remotely. If you already had the experience of working on projects that did not only involve your local office, the office where you are working at, but also neighboring offices in other cities, then you might have already proven your ability to work with people remotely who are located in a different area, meaning you only communicate with them via email, IM, telephone calls, and it is not always easy to be able to pull that off. So if you already had this kind of experience, the people who will make the decision to transfer you overseas will feel more confident that you will be able to maintain the same level of communication with them once you've moved. Another reason is that working on high-profile projects will increase your visibility. And unfortunately, this is still the way it often happens in the corporate world. It's not always the case that the best people get the job, but sometimes it also helps if you're more visible to those people who are making the decision. So if you are working on high-profile projects and your name appears constantly in discussions of higher management, then once a company wants to send someone overseas, guess who they are likely to think of first? You. Number 5, be part of a management development program. These programs go by different names. They are called management trainee program or graduate development program and all kinds of other names. But what all of these have in common is that they are all geared towards producing future leaders or senior leaders of the company. By being part of this program, the likelihood of you being chosen instead of anyone else to go for a stint overseas is much higher. In case you are interested to find more about management trainee programs and what these can do for you and your career, be sure to check out my other video, which you can access through the link here. If you're really intent on working overseas in different countries, I would strongly suggest you to find out which companies offer programs that are called international manager programs, because while management trainee or graduate development program may or may not give you the opportunity to work overseas, if you are part of an international manager program, you are almost certain to go overseas. Number 6, make your intentions known to your manager as well to your skip level manager or your manager's boss. Don't expect that anyone will just come to you and offer you a position overseas, because that really rarely happens. You really need to be proactive about this. So try to find a time where you can talk in person with your manager. A good time to do this would be during your one-on-one performance review, but keep in mind that you can only raise your request if the performance review was positive, because who in the world would want to send you overseas if your performance was less than satisfying? And then take the time to talk to your manager about your career goals for the next, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Remember, during your interview when you first joined the company, you were likely asked by the hiring manager, tell me where you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years. State your career goals and goals of working overseas very clearly. Don't make it vague, because then you will likely not be taken seriously. You need to state your intention clearly. For example, you could say, my goal is to work overseas, for example, in Shanghai or in Tokyo within the next 2 years. So that would be something that is more specific and would give your boss something to think about. And once you've already talked to your manager, also try to drop hints to your skip level manager the next time you talk to them. The reason is because decisions for sending employees overseas are rarely made by one person, but usually involve several persons within the management team. By making your intention known among more people within the management team, they are likely to remember you the next time an opportunity for an overseas stint comes up. There is no guarantee that an international transfer can work out for you, because it all depends on the company's strategies and on a lot of unknown factors. But by following these 6 steps, I am sure that your chances will drastically increase. And if after putting in all the right effort, it still doesn't happen for you, but at the same time working overseas is something that is really, really important to you, then ask yourself, are you working at the right company? Or is there perhaps another company out there that can help you to fulfill your career goals? I really hope this video was useful for you. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Also, let me know if you have ideas for any other videos that you would like me to make. Like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the little alarm bell below so that you will get notified in case there are new videos. Thank you so much for watching. All the best and see you soon.